And we're live with a Saturday night special. I am your hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, messenger of God, child of God, the Lilith, reincarnated on a Saturday. Look, I sat down and I was like, dude, all the ascending masters are taking over my freaking altar again. I have to stare at you guys all the time in the freaking astrals, and now I gotta stare at you here. Anyways, hey, Buddha came through today. In order to keep up with me, you wanted to see what I posted on my community page. I got this new journal. It was the sayings of Buddha, and I like the very end of it, dude. I gotta show you. Actually, there's more to it. The beginning got under my skin, too. Forgive me, I've been drinking Starbucks coffee in the afternoon, and I'm kind of zooming. I know it's the coffee and nothing more. Anyways, I got this cool book. So I told everyone I had to go get a book to write music in. Ta-da! It turned out cool. But what I meant is, back here, this is what it said. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do if you do not act upon them? Dun, dun, dun. It's really cool. It just has some little sayings in there and plenty to write. But then when I opened up the book, after I purchased the book, there were some writings. And me and my daughter got a really sad feel about it. It's like, I will tell you your story. And then it might backfire. Alright, so we opened the book. Right away, you can see this person, whoever this person was focused on healing. Family, future, fishing, freedom, forgetting, self-awareness, acceptance, self-love, right? Good handwriting. This gets tragic real fast, dude. Like, whoa, I wasn't ready. Okay, there's a list. Thanksgiving, 2017. Felt good about being with family. Fixed issues with Jesse. They're doing good. Alright, I got some appointments. A lot of shit was going on. Furniture shopping, window tinting, new tires, plates for the Cadillac and the GMC. Obviously had two cars. Had some shit going on. So use this as kind of almost a notepad. Events. 2018. Pool team. Christmas. 7 p.m. Right? Christmas party with Jeanette. Goodness. Forgiveness. Moving forward. Honesty. Being authentic. Right? This is interesting how this leads out. Then I turn to this page. This page fucking got under me. Alright, so I'm not sure if she was making a wish list, but it looks like it. No kids under the age of 18. Owns a home. Steady employment. Sense of humor. Has to be a fisherman, like her. Generous with self. That's a good thing. Drinks in moderation. Strong sense of family. Good relationship with kids. That might be difficult if he doesn't have kids. This pissed me off. It says let go, right? These are real fucking things. Come on, focus, bitch. This is important. I really want you guys to see it, but it won't really focus. Let me see if I can. There it goes. Feelings of betrayal. Mistrust of everything. Connection to decisions. Responsible for decisions. Cause for decisions. The relationship. Not the same person, me or him. The fact that Billy is already having sex with somebody else. What I thought we were going to be, thinking of what it is, or excuse me, I guess, anything that we promised, anything we hoped and dreamed, feelings of blame, any responsibility for, and then Billy. This person was really trying to heal some shit, bro. And Billy already moved on. I don't know this person's story, but I feel it right there, bro. Like, fuck. I just want to move on. They moved on. Why can't I move on? What about all the things that I believed we were going to be? Holy hell, right? The fuck book did I buy? Fucking Tales from the Crypt, right? It gets worse. Feel like it gets worse? Yeah, bro. The last entry. Remember, leave me alone after surgery. Leave me alone before. Lying to go drinking. False promises. Leaving me alone after surgery. Leaving me alone before. That's it. There's no other entries. I found it at a thrift store. A thrift store is where you donate things that are no longer useful. Crazy, right? The pains of a stranger poured out in the pages of a book they brought to my altar where all the gods live. It's like, I'll tell your story. Fuck Billy. Then we find out she watches my documentary, and 5 years from now she's like, me and Billy got back together. We have 5 kids and blah, blah, blah. Well, I felt for you and Billy. Me and my daughter shed a tear. We felt it. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, I'm writing music in there now. We're going to take something sad and make it good. Going on. Moving on. Speaking of which, I'm in a great mood, but then some weird things did pop up into my intuition today. And it's Saturday, so we're going to fuck up our Saturday and get sad about some Saturday shit. It's sad day or something like that. I'm totally not sad about nothing, but we're going to dig up something. I have a whole bunch of cards that are going to make us cry. Hopefully not, but possibly. A couple things came to me earlier today. One thing was, Wolfman, his video popped up, his Sagittarius video popped up, and he was trying to hold in his demeanor. It was like he was trying to hold in a fart, like he knew I was watching. He's like, I know she's watching. Anyways, and the card came up, the Lover's card came up. And of course, I want to point out something. Why are you picking up the wands, the King and Queen of Wands? Because we're in Aries season. It's a fire season. You're going to get the wands in the fire season. Ding, ding, ding. Teaching you tarot. But anyways, close the door, please. Please and thank you. Close the door. I feel like I bathe. I don't need to bathe. I guess they probably couldn't hear me if I couldn't, whatever. Anyways, going back to it, they said something about that, and that reminded me of my own reading like a week ago, and I pulled the Lover's card, and they told me, I'm listening to his reading, and I remember my reading, and I remember them saying, in my reading, saying, I'm going to fall in love again. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That came up to me because, I'm meeting someone new, and I'm like, oh, fuck. They said that I was going to fall in love again. Oh, man, don't make me fall in love with this guy. This is what happened to me. Real quick. I swear to you. I was like, fuck. 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 Do you remember? I remember. I said it in I don't know what fucking reading it was. And then I went out and bought lingerie all excited and shit. And then I didn't realize what's going on, right? I hope I don't fall in love with another guy. I was like, alright, I'm gonna fall in love with the guy. Now I'm like, oh, fuck. I mean, fuck. It doesn't mean it'll be this guy, but in essence, you know what I mean? I'm trying to work with this guy, and then ultimately I'm going to be working with a bunch of guys. They warned me that I'm going to fall in love again. Now I'm scared. I'm so scared. Like, oh, fuck. 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 That's all you get. You get that warning. You're just like, ooh, the Lover's card. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Do you know what that card means? Oh, fuck. You're about to fall in love. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. How good are you at loving people? Oh, fuck. This is so messy. I was like, oh, fuck. Don't do it again. Fuck. Fuck. I really hope not. Can I take it all back? Fuck. Anyways, I just want to point that out. That came to me in the middle of his stupid-ass reading. And he was reading about a King and Queen of Wands, and then he saw the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. I was like, oh, you don't know what that means, do you? Yeah, I'm sure. And at that time, he posted something. You don't know how to read these cards. You don't know who these cards are. You don't know these men in my life. These men exist in my life. Oh, fuck. I'm the king. I'm the Knight of Wands. I just want to explore. I don't want anything serious. God just really wants me to commit. I have such commitment issues. I mean, I was bred to be the perfect wife and all, but fuck. Scared the shit out of me. Anyways, I'm just saying, it's funny. I'll be so close to some greatness and be fucking it up. And I started writing a song just about that. Like, fuck, I sabotage a lot of shit. In the essence of that meme is becoming very real right now. Let's see why I'm scared, as if we didn't know. What still needs to be healed? We're gonna dig up the shadows. Alright, what are the shadows, guys? That was another song I was writing about. The shadows. They're the sides of you that you deny exist. Your feelings that you don't want to feel. Alright, let's talk about the dark night of the soul. You've been led to believe that the dark goddess is to be avoided at all costs, yet you are no stranger to her. She is the wicked stepmother, the ugly sister, the old hag, and the distorted versions of the crone aspect of the triple goddess we have feared since hearing the first fairy tale. They totally do believe that of me. And I really do feel like I fit that role quite well. Anyways, going back to it. She is the dark one who spins her web of fate and teaches through her deep wisdom harsh life lessons that many wish to avoid. The dark goddess is present at the witchy hour of midnight and embraces the shadow side, and the side we all try to avoid. For she knows exactly who she is. She is death and rebirth, and she is not afraid to leave your hurts behind in return for a little transformation. But she will strip you in a heartbeat of all you no longer need. She will wave her wand and bestow upon you all the gifts of magical powers and peace of mind in return for your surrender. Ay, no surrender. That's the boys. The boys in the hood always. Dude, this is all about surrender. You can either surrender to the dark goddess, you can surrender to Jesus, you can surrender to Buddha. Surrender! Surrender! That's another song I just wrote. I swear to you. Let me see. I swear. You're like, what? Yeah, they're all different songs. Yeah, I know what the fuck I'm writing about. You're like, really? Yeah, I'll show you. Once we got past her death and destruction of Billy. Billy's got a gun. Alright, one song's called Together. One was Labyrinth, turned to Lilith. Go figure. Where's the other one? God. What was the other one? Well, anyways, moving on. You have to surrender. It's a surrender, bro. Surrender. Hey, what? Oh, you lost your toy? That's sad. Alright, hold on. That's sad. I cry about it too. Let me see. I'm going to stick my big old fingers in there. There you go. Careful now. She wants to destroy that and pull that little squeaker out. That is her whole intention. I'm going to pull the squeaky out. Alright, go ahead. She makes a lot of mess trying. She'll get it out eventually. Hey, don't lose it under there. You did it. You're going to do it again. Anyways, surrender. If you have lost your identity and wish to have belief in yourself and renewed confidence, then lay bare before her your doubts, insecurities, and fears. If you feel you want to scream, shout, and let it all out, but instead stuff your anger and negative feelings as far down as possibly can, and bite your lip and conform, you may well need an encounter with the dark goddess as well. What you are doing is ignoring the wilder side of you that says, no, I'm not okay with that, or I'm furious, and I don't trust you. Do you just say that to people? I sure the fuck will. Oh, yeah. And then there was Lumen Moon. She made me laugh. That's when I started. She made me laugh. She was like, they made a mistake. Or they made, what did she say? A boo-boo? A no-no? Or something. I don't know. It was really funny. In the sense of, you chose the wrong one. Okay, first off, there is no way you could have ever known I was going to be so magnificent. But in essence, you chose what was right for you. And that's what's right for you, because I was not right for you. And you are clearly not right for me. You are masking how you really feel by pretending that you are all love and light, so you smile and make the right noises to show how acceptable and pleasant you are. All the while, there is an entire different dialogue going on within. The inner goddess is known as the shadow self, and it is something we all need to come to terms with and embrace if we wish to become the better version of ourselves. Break the fairy tale illusion we are living in. It's all about knowing yourself inside out, what makes you tick and what pulls your triggers. Knowing yourself and acknowledging who you are increases the strength of your energy and consequently your power increases, inner or otherwise. Your self-power will be so much your self-power will be so much stronger when you use the whole of who you are. This is the gift of the dark that the dark goddess offers you, for only she can shed light on which has been hidden. Alright, stop right there. I am the dark goddess, and this is what I do in the physical form, is I shine light on that that's hidden. All the stuff that you deny is to empower you. That's me. This is my Bible. I showed you last night in all of my videos a whole bunch of books that talk about enlightenment and ascension and how they did it. This is how we do it. This is my Bible. This is how you shed your dark feelings, right? This is one of them. It's going to teach you a lot of herbs, magic. It's going to teach you all kinds of shit, how to really reflect on yourself. I said that this book made it happen in my life, but it was happening, and this book described it perfectly of what was happening in my life. Those books came later. Like, the Science of Self-Actualization was just another version of this bullshit. They were all just another version of this to me. The Science of Reincarnation, I already knew my past lives before I started reading that. And that was the same as self-actualization to me and all this weird shit that you guys say about Akashic Records. You'll never hear me say this. I've always said it in all my videos. There's no fucking place where you go and access this fucking book of life. We're putting the book together for everyone to have. Idiots. We all have a piece of we all have the pages. We are the walking pages of life. We're repeating the past to finish it and all that bullshit. Anyways, going back to it, this is my Bible. There's stages to it. There's different goddesses. I'm in it. Obviously, every fucking goddess is pretty much me. Maeve, not exactly, but yes and no. I have to point that out. Wasn't Maeve, but a part of me lived with Maeve. And it's a long story. And that's even, it's just as a complex when you get to the Morgan and you get back to Odin and all of that. Complexities. Going back to saying your soul can only be in one place, maybe yours. Mine's infinite. Alright, let's get into our cards. Hey, check these out. These are actually panty bags, I know that for sure, but I use them for card holders. For my cards. Isn't that cool? I went and got donations. We went to the clothing bank and they had a bunch of Victoria's Secret stuff from the stores that were donated. So me and my kids got like matching pajamas and stuff, and then I saw these bags and I was like, those are perfect. Alright, let's go into the first one. We're in Neiman. Okay, that's nice and frightful. What are these? These are supposed to be, okay, so my last incarnation was the Morgan. And these are the layers to my last incarnation. The last known layers of myself. The last known pieces. Which I'm not familiar with because I've been working with the first pieces of myself. I haven't got to these pieces. Reese's pieces of myself. Number 5. And as soon as we open this, I've been like, every card, I'm like, don't do that, don't say that, don't mess with that, don't do that. I was like, and this creepy bitch messes with dead heads and shit. I was thinking about that in my car. I was like, you're such a weirdo. I'm not hanging out with you guys and your weird shit. If we're not painting our fingernails and shit, no. It's love and light, bitch. Love and light. What the fuck are you doing? It's funny. Never mind, you have to get the book to understand what I'm talking about. Alright. We did Washer of the Ford. What you're gonna need. All this weird shit. Alright, here we go. Number 5. Keywords: fury, righteous anger, seeing through lies. Ooh. The spectral form of Neiman appears above the battlefield. Her rage and frenzy fills the sky, her battle cries echoing through the hearts and minds of her enemies. Her voice is her weapon. With it, she weaves a poisonous spell of destruction and pure emotion. The sound of her cry fills warriors with madness, shaking their resolve and filling them with terror. Okay, This really happened in the beginning. I've never really done it any other places, maybe one other. But when I was going through the activation of our mountains, bro, there was a certain place, and I still go through there, and I think about it all the time, that I had to do it on 3 or 4 occasions. And it was like, I let this noise out, and then I would go, ah, like you hit your mouth with it, and the fucking screeching, scary noise that came out of my mouth, bro, was terrifying. And then I did it once with my daughter. She's like, she went to pull out her camera. I said, don't you fucking dare. What is it? I don't know. It's a noise of terror, literally. I heard it and got scared. It was coming out of my mouth and scared me. And what was I doing it to? As I was driving through the mountains, I was activating what I could see were these dark, almost gargoyles that were frozen into the mountains. And they awoke out of the mountains and came out. Nah, let's just hope I don't do any of those around you. And it's piercing. It's a piercing noise. I'm about to get on the mic, right? What frequency? I don't know. Turn that shit down. The sound of her cries fills warriors with madness, shaking their resolve and filling them with terror. There is no escape from Neiman's rage. It consumes and destroys. Upon one of her braids is the origami. I don't know what this says, but it looks like Utah. H-U-A-T-H. Utah? I don't know. Which means terror. While Neiman is is not one of the 3 daughters of Ernemus, though thought to be a form of the Morgan, she is very often associated with Bab, who is part of the trio. Bab and Neiman were both the wives of the war god Nyet, and it is speculated that they may have been worshipped as the dyad at some point. In any case, her constant conflation with Bab has made her one. I'm seeing some crazy shit. Hold on. Okay, has made her one of many additional goddesses associated with the Morgan. Neiman's name means frenzy, and she certainly lives up to the description. The sound of her battle cry brought madness to the enemies of the heroes she favored. I promise you, bro, if you were in the woods doing anything and you heard that fucking noise, bro, you would be scared for your life. If you were anywhere by yourself in the middle of the city and you heard that fucking noise that came out of my mouth, you'd be scared for your life, bro. It was a bone-chilling noise that came out. And again, it was just, I was made to yell, do this weird scream, and then go, ah, like it hit my mouth, and it just, because it echoed when you did that, and it was like, holy shit, what was that? Yeah, it's terrifying. It's just, some of my special gifts. Such a weirdo. Anyways, her battle cry inflicted upon her enemies all-consuming and destructive. What is it? Wait, where did I skip to? I don't know. While Neiman may seem daunting, she is pure, undiluted divine rage. She is not hateful or destructive for its own sake. Instead, she is divine rage we feel when we are wronged, when injustice is done to us or others. Her fury is a fire that moves her into action. It's not passive to scream and rage and make her voice heard. She sees through the lies of others. Ooh, I've done this in so many videos. They're showing me where it came out. And I said it was the Lilith. She sees through the lies of others. Her rage cuts through the illusions and all intentions, and she sees the true heart of the matter. Neiman asks us to raise our voice, to not be meek, but instead stand up for ourselves. Speak your truth, and do not let falsehood of others fool you. It may be time to cut ties with untrustworthy people, or those who don't have the best interests at heart. Lies and betrayals may play a part in the situation at hand. There may be a thin line between righteous rage and destructive chaos. And that's where, Marshall and I come together, is that rage. He understands the rage. And by understanding me, it's funny because he understands himself in my rage, but he also learns compassion for women through my rage. It's a beautiful thing. We'd be raging. Neiman challenge us to let our anger get, or challenge us not to let our anger get the best of us. Use it to inspire actions that will better your and others' lives. She also warns that letting our anger get out of control will lead to madness. Her battle cry inflicts upon her enemies, all-consuming and destructive. There's a spell. Neiman's divine rage fuels her. She transmutes it into something powerful. From it, she is fueled with endless strength to accomplish her task. In this spell, I'm seeing something funny. I made a joke about it. There's this movie called Girl Interrupted. It's about a bunch of girls that are in a crazy house, and they go out and one of them gets fucking, she gets confronted by this woman. She's like, I know what you did with my husband. She's all, lady, back up. And then the next thing you know, one of the girls just starts barking in her face. And this lady gets scared, and it works. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to bark. Just all in their fucking face, bro. Get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. And I was thinking about it because sometimes, bro, you gotta be heard. They're not hearing you. Are you fucking hearing me? You're not hearing me. Let me make sure that you hear me. You know what I mean? And sometimes, dude, I have not had to smart off, but it's saying that we might have to, lock and load on somebody. Breathe in and breathe out that fire. That's what I heard. And that's what it is. I used to hate myself for smarting off on everyone. Why you gotta be such a bitch? Why you gotta be such... Then you realize, them motherfuckers had it coming. Somebody need to tell them to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Enough. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck... Like I told that woman that was, verbally abusing her son in the morning. I had to stand up to that bitch, tell that bitch to shut the fuck up. You know what happened later? I was like, damn, she's gonna come back and kick my ass. She came back later. That bitch bowed. She got on her knees and she kissed my hand for putting her in her place and praying for her son. Sometimes, bro, nobody likes to be put in their place, but sometimes you're just not aware, bro. You're not aware that you're out here looking stupid. That's all I gotta say about that. Sometimes you gotta be heard, bro. It's just gotta be heard. Neiman's divine rage fuels her. She transmutes it into something powerful. From it, she is filled with endless strength to accomplish her task. And that's it too, is if I get mad at you, that's what I tried to use the other day. I was trying to get mad at Bobby so that I could use this to, you know what I mean, accomplish this task, which was, detach. Right? Didn't work. I mean, I got mad and all, but it didn't. Ultimately, I just worked with the madness. I worked with the madness. In this spell, we will be calling upon the fierce battle fury to install in us a portion of her own divine strength. Why would you want this upon you? Do not put this upon you. We leave it at that. That's what I mean. This bitch is dangerous. This isn't a beginner's. This should be 18 and up. You're such an asshole. This is how shit gets... You want to fucking pray to that and fucking ask that to fucking come and fuel your fire? She looks like she's gonna fuck your day up, bro. She's just gonna make shit worse. Last thing you need is just to be pissed off all the fucking time. Just carrying an amulet of fucking hear my fury. I guess if you're a fucking spineless motherfucker that can't talk for yourself, then you need a piece of this in your life. But for the rest of us, nah, we got that. We need to put that down a little bit. We need to know how to work it. And that's it too. It's sometimes you need to be heard. You need to stand up. You have a voice and it needs to be heard. And it needs to put a little fear in their hearts, in the sense of. I mean, don't look at me pretty and pink and think that I won't fucking snap your neck right now, bro. In the essence, am I going to? No, but when I drop my tone and I get real close in your face and I tell you, hey, I might snap your neck right now if you keep talking like that. That's going to put a little fear in you. Am I really gonna? If you get close enough, I might snap your neck. Meaning, somebody might punch you. I'm going to snap your neck. Why? Because, you know, that's the whole chakra system. And once you go down, you go down. It's a one and done. Self-defense. I don't want to pop your face. I want to snap your neck. I want this to be game over. In the sense of, no, 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 it's not love and light. I'll light you up, bro, real quick. And we do not pray to things we do not know. She gave you a whole spell and, you know, put this shit on an amulet. I think not. No, that's me on a bad day. We don't need me on a bad day. We need me, you know, I don't know. I guess. That's what I'm saying. There's got to be somebody that needs that part of their life. Ultimately, if somebody steps on your nikes today, you better fucking watch where they're walking. Tell them to pick their fucking feet up. I don't know what they're telling you to do. It seems like they're telling you to stand up in a fight. I'm more like, I gotta stand down, bro. I don't know. We're at different levels in our lives. Again, I'm going this way, you're going this way. Moving forward, let's dig up some more dirt. Don't do that. I mean, they're telling you to stand up for yourself, which, don't be a weenie. I mean, how long are you going to let them, you know, make jokes? She's making jokes about you. She's making jokes about you. Ooh, that was bad. That girl was like, aren't you the girl that asked my nika for a cigarette? I said, your nika? That's your nika? No, I didn't ask your nika for nothing. You asked your nika for cigarettes. I don't ask nobody. I don't ask no nika for nothing. You better talk to Nika. Hey, you better talk to your girl. You're her Nika, right? She need a cigarette from her Nika. Did you hear the fuck you just said, bro? You don't own that man. And I wouldn't even ask him for shit, even though you need to. I'll put her in her place real quick. Nika. Diabolical. Dude, I feel like we did this. You're such a diabolical. Anyways, number 11. Where are we at in our pits of hell? I'm just, you know, tippy-toeing through the garden, like, you know, that's it. It's my world. It's just another walk in the garden. Alright, as Dante and Virgil reach the gates of the foul city Dis, they are confronted by the horde of demons who demands that the living poet retreat back the way he came. Though they dwell in a pit of darkness, all demons retain some of the memory of their days in heaven. It is the pain of this memory that causes them to lash out at all within their domain. That's humans in general. They lash out because of the glory days. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. Why are they hateful about you winning? Because they're not. That's it. This is a part of ourselves that we have buried deep down so no others can see. Without realizing it, we easily project it onto others. Consider whether intense emotions of anger may be born from a hidden or unhealed hurt within. Am I supposed to be mad about some shit? Are you guys, we're back to anger and how to release it.
All day.
You've been mad all day?
I've been telling things and hurting myself.
Really?
And I've been hitting my phone.
I haven't been mad at all today. Did I get mad?
Mad?
Let me think. I got hungry. Anyways. Perhaps what you dislike in your enemy is a fragment of yourself. Oh, okay, this is pretty simple. What don't I like? Right now, I don't... Oh, God. I'm like, who don't you like right now? I don't like Wolfman. And that's what I was like, don't open up that box. What don't you like about him? He's pompous. I'm like, I was about to say something about your physicality, but I'm just poking at you. It's not really turning me off. You're not turning me on either. But I'm just saying it's not really bothering me. I was just making jokes. I'm trying to pick a fight, I guess, with myself here. I'm trying to get angry about something. I'm like, pick somebody that bothers you. You bother me. Why? Because you just don't go away. Not really. I mean, why are you still popping up on my screen? That's a simple question. You like him. I did, until I didn't. And now that's okay if I don't like you. No, like, no, but you still like him. Okay, but what don't you about him? I don't know. Don't ask me. I just don't like him. Don't ask me what I don't like about you, bro. That's so hard. I can find something on a different day. Any day. I'll give you a full fucking list of every characteristical thing you do that I don't like. But right now, I just don't feel like it. What don't you like about this guy? Why is he irritating you? I don't know. He's trying to tell me what to do. He's trying to tell me that he knows some shit, and he don't know no shit. He don't know nothing. I thought he did, too. That's where they're getting me. They're like, well, you watched him. You thought he knew how to read the cards. I mean, it's funny, because I tell you guys I don't know how to read tarot, but then I tell them that they don't know how to read tarot. Okay, projected. Check. What else? I'm trying to figure this out. I'm really picking a fight. I've got my eyes closed. I'm digging in my head. Like, I'm trying to rub out something. Like, you know, rub the genie out. Like, give me a memory. Why am I pissed off at this guy? That was it. He just was, like, slimy. He went from, you know, he went slimy, grimy real fast. Which, they're showing me I did it. What'd I say? I don't know. They're showing me Russ. They're saying I did it. Whatever happened to Russ, I did to Russ. I rustled his feathers. Write that down, Holy Spirit. I rustled his feathers. That's what I did to you. I put Russ on you. I feel it. I put Russ on everyone. I'm sorry. Russ is just on me. And I just put him on everyone else. I'm like, you're Russ and you're Russ. I don't know. I saw potential right away, and then I was like, never mind. I dissed him real hard. That's what they're saying. You did him like you did Russ. You got him all excited, and then you told him he was not worthy. Oh, fuck. Am I going to get angry and scream? Is that what comes next? Alright, you're not that guy. I did that to everybody. I fucking did that to everybody. That's the only thing that Ali really said to me. I was like, you're a whole Russ, right? Or something like that. And he wrote me back, he said, no. And he put me in my place, and I shut up, and I couldn't look at him like that, because he actually told me, no, I'm not that person. And that's what happened with Marshall. It's like, you're being like, fucking Russ, you're fucking Russ's friend, and fuck Russ. And Marshall's like, no, I'm not Team Russ. Otherwise, no, everybody else is Team Russ, and anybody that Team Russ is like, fuck that. I don't fuck with anybody that fucks with Russ. The second you talk to Russ, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. I'm dead ass, bro. The second that he started doing music with Dr. Dre was dead. And Pac solidified that. But then all the rest of them, when he showed up with Kanye, that was it. I was done. Anybody that talks to Russ, anybody, dude. My Holy Spirit don't fuck with them. Is it me? I don't know. Because I start to wonder about this whole Mariah Carey thing. Do you have a problem with I feel like personally in my life, I thought she was a weirdo anyways, and I didn't like her. Why didn't I like her? Because my ex-husband had this disgusting fantasy over her, like most artists, and he was real sick about it. I'm sure he was masturbating to her. And so that caused weird conflict and insecurities about this pop star. And he did the same thing with Miley Cyrus, which was creepy. He was very upset that she didn't see him at the show. Like, okay. Creepy, indeed. What? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you want? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, so going back to it, it's like, is this, is this your fight or someone else's? Because I think about that, I was like, no, I don't like Mariah Carey either. I just don't like her for my own reasons, and where we great minds think alike, we don't like them. But going back to it, it's like, Nicki Minaj was dead the second I saw her next to fucking Russ. She was dead, and she showed us afterwards she was a weak-ass bitch. It's like he's the solidifier to know. You know what I mean? Like, he signs it. He's like the sign-off to know that these people are fucking written off. I'm almost like, it really is that way. And that's what I say that. It's like, if you fuck with Russ, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. And that's because my spirit guides don't fuck with him or anybody that fucks with him. They don't fuck around. And they don't let me near him, and they won't even let me listen to him. They want me to dead anybody that fucks with Russ. Now, trust me. I've tried to dead Russ a million times. Have I actually done, like, death magic? Nah. I tried to kill the whole situation many times. I can't. Can't kill it. But in the sense of, yeah, there's a whole fucking, you know what I mean, anybody appears to be that way. So, in the sense of, you know, putting him on people is probably not the best, but in the sense, I can see his flaws being poured out in your life, and you remind me of that guy, and it grosses me out. I see the archetype of this behavior. And unfortunately, I call you him, as if he was worth giving such, you know, such fucking hail to. That's where you're like, Rapper Russ? Well, not that weak-ass piece of shit, not that guy. But inside of that guy and all of his behaviors, that's the weak-ass heart of fucking Lucifer inside of there. No. Yes, you can. You have to figure stuff out for yourself. If you can figure out... Nope, you're not interrupting me. If you can figure out how to make it through every one of your levels on your game, you can figure that out.
Just do not microwave.
So then you take one of the freaking coffee cups from back there and you heat up some water in a freaking coffee cup. That's not a coffee cup. You're gonna piss me off, bro. Yup. And there's another one over there. Anyways, going to projections and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be heard. And that's it. It's like, no, you're going to hear me. I am talking. Where are we at? Number 11. Consider whether the tense emotions of anger were born from a hidden or unhealed hurt within. Okay, obviously, yes, I just admitted that. You know what I mean? You triggered, you know what I mean, a behavior issue that I have with someone else through your own behaviors. And I told you that I didn't like your behaviors. And then you shoved your behaviors at me even worse. Fuck off. Perhaps what you dislike in your enemy is a fragment of yourself. Open your eyes to see the shadow within, and it will not have power over you. Well, I mean, that's what they try to show me, is they're like, he's just like you. Stop being a bitch to him. They always do this. Every time since I've, like, I don't know. They won't let me sabotage this one. But I work real hard at it. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. There's a whole different level of mirroring going on with this fucking guy. Oscar the Great. Hey, I noticed you were kicking off people off your following. What's wrong? Did you get into a fight with all your fucking, you know, your boy band? I'm such a bitch. When I come home to a bitch like this talking shit. I mean, I think it's funny. Where's the comedian? He'll think it's funny. Alright, going back to it. Let's see what part of dark and dangerous we're being here. Pooch. You're being a pooch. You're being a pooch. Sorry, that's not what I hear. You're being a puss. I'm such a cunt. On my best day. What does it say? Oh, fear. Dude, why is it a man and a little girl? Why is he gotta be creepy like that, bro? Why is he gotta be a projection of some uncomfortable shit? I mean, yeah, it could be the boogeyman, but because I have, you know, child sexual fucking trauma, I'm seeing a rapist. It's like, is he going to touch her? That's what it is. It's like, what do you see in this picture? A rapist. You know, when you go to the psychologist and they give you these weird pictures and shit, he's all, a vagina. A vagina. A vagina. I see a rapist. A murderer. A killer. A drug dealer. Sorry. I'm sorry. We went through Hydra. Hell, Hydra! A pooch. Don't be a puss. No, I'm doing a video. Come on, dude. It is me, but not right now on page 42. You must understand your fears if you can. Stand strong against your fear. Fear is a natural and useful emotion as it protects you. What doesn't our fears... That doesn't make sense. What doesn't our fears that are not real? I don't know why they wrote it like that. You must learn that not all fears are real. Some fears you carry are not your own. Confront fear. Death is a part of life. I'm afraid of falling in love again. Fall in love again. Damn it. Alright. They're like, you can do it better this time. Thanks, Kobe. You're always there to tell me to be better. Duality, fear and freedom. Reality and imagination. Alright. There are some gods who truly are frightening, and this part of the work they do. Apuch, the Mayan god of the dead, is one of these deities. He comes out of his underworld home, the nastiest of the 9 levels of hell, called mental. Mental, that's what I heard. The 9 levels of hell. See, I told you, he's a bad guy. There's a bad guy coming out to get us. He's a rapist. I mean, that's how I saw him. Sketches his skeletal body and he smiles his sharp teeth, white tooth grin. Then he begins to make his way through the human village along the stone pathways. The Mayan people rightly feared death because of the horrors said to await them should they go to this hellish place, and they were always aware that Apuch could indeed be waiting to take them to the next bend. This is a cadaverous body and frightening smile. He wears bells and a headdress of human bones. He is not hiding his presence as he walks the cobblestones. He is noisy and he can be seen and knows the people will be even more terrified if they know he's around. That's funny because we just went back to the Terror of Neiman. And that's me too, is like, I have fun with it. Like, I'm a witch. I'm doing witchcraft. Anyways, if you're out on the streets late at night and if there is sickness at a home or in a village, you better watch out. Apuch is proud of the fact that he can induce fear. In fact, that is what he eats. Fear. That's what I tell him. Yup. It's better to be feared than loved. Because with fear comes respect. You know, I was afraid that people would be scared of me and they would be mean to me because they're scared. No, they're going to shut the fuck up because they're scared. It was exactly the opposite. I thought that they would have so much to say and they would freaking, you know what I mean, run their mouths at me. They have nothing to say and they run from me. They run from me. And it's really, they're running from God. Hey, can I tell you about this Savior, Jesus Christ? You love my witch laugh too? The whole thing. It's fucking great. I totally look the part, dude. The longer they stare at me, they're like, I think she's a witch. Oh, she's gotta be a witch. She's a witch. She's a witch. Anyways, let's go back to this, you know, anyways, being scared. If you're out, blah, 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 Apuch is proud of the fact that he can induce fear. In fact, that's what he eats, fear. The people know that Apuch doesn't just come gently for you. He will patiently wait, he's patiently for your death, hunts you, and stalks you. This will make you frightened, and yum, there's more fear food for him. He gulps people's fear down with relish. I saw something. Yeah, he's rarely sedated. The people know, too, that there is only one way to scare Apuch away, and that's to open the doors and scream and shout and sing. Apuch loses his power when his bells cannot be heard, and he's faced with courage. If this is done, if Apuch is not heard but faced or simply ignored, he sinks back into the underworld home. Standing strong against any fear, feeling it, shining the light on it, confronting it. These are the lessons from Apuch. It's better to know precisely what the fear is when we hear the bells, so we actually know specifically what fear we're afraid of. Not knowing what we are actually afraid of, or simply entering nebulous fear, is worse. And that's what they asked me. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of falling in love? You're not going to like this answer. Because it's going to work this time. And again, I don't get to choose. This is pissing me off. They're not letting me have a choice. I just love everybody. It's so simplistic. I could easily fall in love. It's me that stops it. Why are you afraid of falling in love? Because it's going to work this time? I'm going to get pregnant and all that? I know it. Fuck. I saw it today, too. This douchebag posted, he was like, getting pregnant at 42 is too old. Tell that to God. He's super trying to impregnate me right now. If I don't give in, he's going to do it at 43. This is serious shit. This is serious shit. I didn't agree to this. I mean, I must have sometime. I just agreed to it. He didn't say, I guess. But in the sense of, I thought it was too old too. But if you think about it, I'm going to be here for 55 more years. My child will have me for 50 years. It'll have a good 35 years of my movement. I don't think I'll be on bed rest for the last 20. But in essence, you know, my soul will be keeping this body nice and moving. We got lots to keep us moving. Be strapping a baby on my back and we're digging holes and shit, digging ditches and building communities. In the essence, it's like I was promised a happily ever after. You're never too old for a happily ever after, bro. And that's it. It's like you're afraid of your happily ever after. Yeah. I just didn't think it was going to happen. What are you talking about? You were working at it this whole time. And that's it too. It's like they keep showing me. All the signs are showing me it's going to work. I'm like, oh man. And that's it too. It's like they get to choose. I love everyone already as it is. But in the sense of they said you're going to fall in love again. And this time it's going to work. Well, thank goodness, because it didn't work before. It did, is what they said. It did. And that's what fucking Kobe said. It's just practice. What are you afraid of? Giving up the struggle. It actually, you know what I mean? I'm afraid of happiness. Something unknown to me. I mean, yeah, sex too. But all of it. All of it is super unknown and I never got to discover it. I never got to explore it with anyone but myself. You're supposed to fall in love with someone. Two people be in love. Wasn't reciprocated. That's what's kind of suck ass. Made it a little hard, but I still was. It doesn't matter if they're loving you, just keep loving. Which is a fucking lesson that all of us learn. How many people did you love that didn't love you back? You know what I mean? Lessons learned. But I didn't understand. That's it. I had to learn a lot of lessons real fucking fast. If I wanted to do this, you know what I mean? And it's not even like, it was just it. I woke up. I remember having that conversation with Gabriel. It's like, it's time. Where have you been? Bitch, he's been waiting on you. Where have you been? I don't know. Somewhere locked in this bitch's mind, I guess. Let's move on. I'm getting sweaty in here. Fuck. They took the fucking air and I've got the fucking demons out and I can't open the fucking doors. It's fucking hot in here. I'm sweating. It's the coffee. That's what they said. The coffee's cute. Dude, you guys. I told you I found a fucking Target, right? And I went to Target and I found Starbucks fucking coffee and instant. Instant coffee tastes like shit no matter where you get it. This shit tastes like real ass coffee. You don't need that much and it is jammy. It's expensive, but it was worth it. When you're only using a teaspoon, it's like, oh shit, this is worth it. It comes in a cool little tin too. These motherfuckers are marketing. Where are we at? Dude, addicted. What are you addicted? It's 11. New beginnings. 11/11. We're addicted to the way things are, is what I heard. Okay. I don't feel like arguing. I really don't. Happy new moon, by the way, is what I'm looking at as I saw that. Number 12. We talked about our artificial heart, I guess, last time. The colorless angel. There we go. It's not about choosing the chains. It's about choosing them again and again. Sentence. Freedom was the worst of lies. I could have been a slave, a slaver, or a slave, but I choose the later. Addiction to something, to drugs, to love, to company, to evil, to pain, to safety, to making simple everything that can be deep. Oh, they have in common the feeling of being lost. I heard it on the radio. It's called It's Just Lunch. These assholes. I can't tell you where it's going to be. I could fall in love with 500 other people real quick. That's when I'm like, oh, fuck. But there's this thing where it's called It's Just Lunch, where you actually meet up with singles and go out and have fucking lunch. And you meet a bunch of people and stuff. It's like, who doesn't want to have lunch with me? I'm sweating. I'm hot. Anyways, go back to it. Mess up. To make simple everything that is deep. Oh, to have in common the feeling of being lost, if we ever thought it. Freedom is not a friend. It is promises, responsibility, failure, challenges. Freedom can be taken, can be broken, can be stripped naked and whipped and abused. Slavery is much cleaner choice. If you give it all away at the beginning, how can they take it from you? So, how can it be that it's so easy to believe that freedom is an illusion, and it is so hard to feel that slavery is an illusion as well? That the sky has a limit, but the chains have one as well. The irony of it all is when we lose the desire much before we lose the will to fight. Is that actually possible to reach the sky even when bound by chains? All I'm hearing about this is, again, the new moon was the artificial heart, what we pulled last time. It's that you don't believe, the new moon, is you don't believe the promise. So why fight for it? And that's, I live in the darkness of people's destruction. I live in the pits. I live in, ground zero, hopelessness. In homelessness, there's hopelessness around everything. Living in the streets, there's a lot of hopelessness upon people. They don't believe in God's promise that He's going to come and save them. They don't believe in God, that God is in their life. They don't believe that there's hope. They just believe that this is what it is, and they must survive this day by day. They don't see a brighter future. Right? If you don't see a way out, then there's, it's like, why think about it if there's no way to think about it? And that's what it is they can take away your freedom, but they can't take away your beliefs. Going back to your addictions is, you're addicted to a certain way of life. We'll just say that, period. A certain way of life. You hope and long for a different part of life, but you don't believe in it. So therefore, you stay in your addictions. I'm seeing Chris. Chris knew that his drinking was uncontrollable and he needed help. But he couldn't see himself getting the help. So therefore, everything was just going to fall apart. And he was just going to let it fall apart. And then he had a plan for when it fell apart. He was always waiting for it to fall apart. So he never had a plan to fix his life. In the sense of, what are you going to do if they take this house? Well, and that's what I mean, is he had a plan for when this happened. He never had a plan to fix it. In essence, he knew that his drinking was going to make him lose everything. And he planned for that. And he planned to keep his drinking and how that would work. So when we went separate ways, he was the most wasted the day that we left. But of course, it hurt the most. He was packing up his shit. He was losing his life that day. He was the most wasted that day. He didn't even know my name as a witness to the money and everything. He called me Lucy. He didn't even know my name, you know what I mean, to sign the papers that I had taken that money and we had exited the house. But anyways, I asked him what he's going to do. He puts all this stuff in storage. He's going to go buy him a cheap car and he's going to go travel. He said he was going to go. He had this huge plan. I heard him talking to people about it. But a couple months later, I saw him, on the same corner begging money. A couple months later than that, when I came back from Oklahoma, I see him on the same corner. Now he's got a dog and he's got all this shit. Just a couple weeks ago, I saw him on the same fucking corner. He never saw a way out, and he knew what the problem was. And he knows what the problem is. But he's making, you know what I mean? He's addicted to the problem. Because he can't face it. It's too hard. It'll be too hard to go back to what I came from. Nobody asked you to go back. Just start over. You can start over. Just get a little bitty job, little bitty house, little bitty car. Let's start with little bitty steps. Nobody said you had to go back to what made you like this. The life that crushed you and made you like this. And you're afraid that, you know what I mean, to put that back on. And as I'm saying this to him, I'm saying that to myself. It's like, you know, I'm afraid of falling in love again, which means, you know, losing myself. And that's what I put in a song right here. Because I don't want to lose myself giving my love away, is what I put in a song. And, you know, I only lost myself because I became something that, you know, I became hardened by my experience. I never really lost myself. I just didn't know how to get back to what I was before this experience. And that took a lot of time, is to take the experience off of me. So now I'm afraid of what this experience will do to me. But this experience is promise, God's promise, that it's going to work. It's going to be a great experience. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be good. Because I've had enough pain, now I get, you know what I mean? I get some joy. It's the promise. It's the whole reason I did this. I didn't even want to. Going back to Bobby's like, you want to get married? No, actually, I never did. I wanted my kids to grow up and me to travel and have a music career. I never saw any of this, but God says that He can make it better. He can give me all my dreams come true. He can give me a husband. He says that you could be that guy. Oh, I'm married now. Why? I don't know. That's what God said. Going back to it, he said that about a bunch of guys. He said you guys could all make me happy at a certain time in my life, but, you know, here we are and whatever. God believes in you. Let's leave it up to that. Going back to it, it's like, you know, I'm addicted to my independence, but it's my independence that crushes me. Nana, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. In the sense of, you know, Bobby said it. Russ said it. They all said it. Are you mad because you don't have someone to take care of you? Yeah. Then why won't you let someone take care of you? Because I've been taking care of myself forever, and anytime I let them try, they use that power against me. So I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want my submission to be used against me. It's a logical fear. But in the sense of, am I dealing with the same type of people that those people were? Am I still attracting those type of people? I mean, those ones won't go away. But in the sense of, those type of guys wouldn't approach me now. They wouldn't approach me now. They'd know better. They didn't, their cockiness wouldn't allow them. Again, they say your guides or your ancestors or God, you know what I mean, is standing in their way. Pretty much. Whatever you want to call it. You can't move on this feeling. You could feel it all you want, but you can't move towards me. The universe is stopping you. Meaning, it's, you know, it's a repulsion. You can't link with this one. So, you know, and we talked about it too. It's like, I'm guilty and so are all my men. We're guilty of the struggle, bro. We're guilty of holding on to the struggle. Kanye's guilty for holding on to his struggle. Lewis is guilty for holding on to his struggle. Fucking Russ just spent, you know, 5 hours signing 1,300 fucking albums. He's guilty of holding on to the struggle. He didn't have to work that hard to sell an album. Do you know what I mean? This isn't necessary. We're guilty of, you know what I mean? Marshall, all of us, keeping ourselves in the struggle. Nobody told us to stay here. We can work it out. And that's it too, is like when I submitted to God and said, all right, I'm going to take this on by myself. I'll let you lead me. He led me here. And he took care of me fully when I really surrendered. And I cried about it. It's like that was last week's message, is ask for help. When I finally said, all right, he gave me a home. He took care of me. Took care of everything. You know what I mean? And that's it. It's like, okay, now he wants me, the next step is like, we've been working. Okay, you know that I can take care of you. No matter what, I've got you. What about letting someone else get close to you? You know I'm going to take care of you no matter what they do. Are you ready to let someone get close? And that's what they said, is there and start getting close to people. Don't be scared of people. You know that I'm here. You know that we're here. You know that, it's all an experience. You know now. You don't have to fear them. And that's it. As I'm not afraid of you. I'm afraid of getting close. And the detachment that comes with it. The lessons that come with it. And the triggers that come with it. People bring up, my pain and my suffering and my anger, and I'm called to, master those emotions as they come across me and still enjoy the experience. You ever go outside? Do the people do that to you too? Do they bring up your anger and pain and suffering? Do they irritate your flesh? And you're supposed to be nice to them? Oh. Yeah. And I see Marshall. It's like, I'm getting out there now. Are you ready? That's what it is. It's like, don't make me go out there and do this. Somebody has to. We guide it, you know what I mean? We have to show each other how it's done. We have to teach each other how to ascend. And that's it too. I'm like, if there's one person that's like, well, I'm going out there again. He says it's gonna work. Wish me luck. Russ has a song coming out saying some shit like that. Wish me luck. You're like, how do you know? The Holy Spirit tells me all your dirty, dark secrets. Get out of my face. Wish me luck. Fuck your luck. You're not gonna win. I'm gonna win. Why? Because I did the work. Oh. It's you. It's probably not you, Russ. You're not the one, right? You're not the one that I'm gonna fall in love with and have babies and get married. You made a boo-boo. You picked the wrong girl. Well, you're not going to fall in love and have babies with that one either. It's okay. You need practice, bro. And that's Marshall, too. Marshall's going to have to get out there and practice, bro. Practice what? Love. He's got to give himself a chance to love. If he wants to be loved, he's got to go out and love someone. He's got to. And he's going to make mistakes, and it's going to get a little messy out there. Are you tired of blowjobs? I love you, Marshall Mathers. That's what I said. He doesn't, even if he's not my partner, he's going to be happy if I win. That's how it is even if I can't make you happy, I'm just going to be happy to know you're happy. It worked. I'm about to go to the store afterwards, after these cards. I'm going to pull 3 more cards.
What's she doing?
I don't know. She wants to go out too. Everybody wants something from me. I don't know what nobody wants. I just don't want to. Alright, current energy. Is that the Queen of Wands? To my King of Wands? Yeah, I'm in my Queen of Wands. My Queen of Wands. I'm just going to read it out of here. Why? Because it's nice and little and to the point. We'll just get to the, the good stuff. I went to the Messenger, Action, Nurturer of Wands. Queen. Confidence, independence, charisma. A positive, focused, uplifting person. People are naturally drawn to you, which may provide new opportunities. It's time to shine your vibrant, radiant energy. You are inspiring to others. Oh, I know. You guys excited? I know. He reached out to me. He's like, I'm filming in Phoenix. I was like, go figure. I was just there. Okay, well, I'll see you when you get back. I have no idea. He's going to know what to do with this. He's going to know, because in the beginning I talked to him about it. I was like, dude, I think I need you, dude. In the future, I'm going to want you to make a documentary for me of all this shit. Now I'm going to come back and be like, dude, I got like 20,000 hours, bro. I've got a whole documentary of unbelievable, magical, spiritual shit. I need you to help me with that. And some music videos. Please and thank you. How do we do this? He's going to know. He's definitely going to know. He works with major artist, dude. He works with all kinds of, he's in the film. Yeah, you know what I mean? He's gonna know what to do. And people are flipping. Because they know I already have I don't have to fucking go out and fucking, bro, all I gotta do is unleash it, bro. And we put it together. You know what I mean? What? Scrapbook.
Like Poppy from Phil's?
We scrapbooking. Anyways, it's time to shine your vibrant, new, or radiant energy. You are inspiring to others. That's it too. Like, you thought I was crazy, bro. Wait till you see me all over the big hate me. I told you this was gonna happen, bro. What do you think I was running from? It was gonna happen. Comes the man and the baby and everything. Reverse possibility. Introverted, demanding, unsure. Well, I'm kind of there. Yeah. Breathe. Spiritual work in hand. You picked the same cards, you piece of poopy.
I want to pick.
It's the 8 of coins.
Epic.
No, he got the 8 of wands. That's what he got. Messenger of coins. 8 of coins. Independence, apprentice, power. Learn a new skill that will benefit you in multiple ways. Use your mastery of a skill to further your dreams. That's me and my music, my songwriting. You are in demand. Building prosperity through your own ingenuity. And that's it too. It's like they're going to want me. Dude, I'm God, bro. I'm God's messenger. Who doesn't want to hear the message of God? In all cultures. He's reaching all cultures and all people. I'm just the messenger. Great. And then the music too, super great. They want my songs on that radio for sure.
That's words.
Yeah, the songs Let Go and Let God. They want that on the radio.
No, on the radio, songs.
On the radio. Oh!
All songs
You guys could try, but you could try to take my words before I write them. Shut up, Marshall. Marshall said it best. You could try to wear my words like you always have, but it's not going to work. Because just when you think I'm going to use that, I'm going to flip it out on you and flip something else. In the essence of, you can't stop what's about to happen. The only one, nobody was stopping it. This is, you know what I mean? This is my time to shine. Wheel of Fortune and all that good shit. You are in demand, building prosperity through your own ingenuity. Reverse, a lack of confidence and uninspired. That would be you. Lack of confidence, uninspired. Outcome, please. Ooh, the 5 of coins. This isn't me. Thank goodness. But I've been there. For 2 years, I had no money. Instability, loss, insecurity. A time when money and resources are scarce. Unprepared for an unexpected move or job loss. The resources you need are always within. Keep calm and you will weather the storm. Ask for help. Let go and let God. As I said, let go and let God. He'll help you. Or you can ask someone else. Me, I'm on the other side. Recovery, assist, and improvement. I'm recovering because I got, you know what I mean, assistance and improvement. And things are improving. Why? Because I trusted God. He took me through the storms, bro. It lasted a long time. A long-ass time, and now we're recovering. Like today, I had to buy a vacuum. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But in essence, I'll need a vacuum wherever I'm going. And then I even said I can also vacuum out my car. You know, I had to buy all kinds of cleaning supplies. I spent all kinds of, mops and brooms and this and that. Fucking towels and all this stuff. I'm like, oh God, we're getting a house again. Oh God, I'm filling up stuff again. And that's it too. Do you really want to get your own apartment or do you want to, you know what I mean? Do you want to let this take off now? And that's it. It's like, all right, I'm ready. And that's where we're at. What do I got to do? The little shit I got to do? I got to reach out to some people. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta put some words together. I gotta record a couple songs. I gotta do some stuff. But I don't gotta, take on the whole world. And not today. I did plenty today. So the outcome is recovery. Let's look at this again. If I was to bring out my big book, it's gonna tell quite a different story. Quite a different story indeed. I'm sweaty.
Not really.
Really, dude, I can't open the door till I close the cards. Give me 1 second. I'm almost done.
Just open that door with that fan on it.
Then I can't hear. Where's the
turn
wands?
the fan down.
9 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Let's see. Queen of Wands is the most positive card in the deck. Heralds bright, fertile phase in your life. This is because your creative powers are at full flood. Now could be a time when you create your masterpiece, whatever form it takes. You feel self-assured and optimistic. Know that you're where you're going and feel strong enough to get there. Whatever obstacles lie in your way, you will deal with them. And that's it. I've learned how to deal with adversity, how to deal with everything, in the sense of let go and let go. All I got to deal with is my feelings as I ride this ride. That's all I got to deal with. You're going to learn that the hard way. Let's see. It talks about me and how great I am. Reverse meaning. Even if you try to give the impression otherwise, you've recently lost confidence in yourself and feel as though your inner fire has been doused. Perhaps you've been so busy that you've burnt out, or you're ill. Told you, he was sick. Don't try to make yourself feel better by putting other people down, because it won't work. The reverse queen is a person in your life, boss, colleague, friend, mother, or lover. Bitter experiences have made them self-important and self-centered, like Kanye, determined to get their own way at whatever means necessary. They're spiteful, manipulative, interfering, demanding, tactless, bad-tempered, and domineering. An unpleasant atmosphere surrounds her and them, and they resent anyone's success but their own, though their own behavior means that they're unlikely to be successful. Cross them in any way, and they will not rest until they get their revenge. Not the best. Not the best. Let's move on to the 8 of coins. I'm like, not the best. In the sense of, there's going to be a lot of people pissed off. You know, Jonica's just starting her career, and she's going to watch me blow up real fucking fast. She's going to be really hating herself because my whole career is about destroying her and her fucking image. It's like, you work so hard to make this image, and my truth is going to destroy all of your images. You keep building that image up so I can tear it nice and far down. We're tearing you fully down. Completely. What is it? Your actions speak for my words. Thank you very much. Your fucking page is all the truth that we need. Everything I need. Every tarot reader ever talked about, all of the evidence is all of their image. Everyone for all these years, yep. Everything you did is all in those videos. Everything you ever did. Yep. Keep building yourself up, because we're about to tear your ass down. 8 of coins. That's what I'm looking for. I'm still in the wands. Pentacles are at the end of this book. Pentacles, 9. 8 is skills. Obstacles disappear. Now is the time for you to step forward and show the world just how talented you are. And that's it too. You know what I mean? That's where I'm scared is he's going to love me. He's going to be excited to work with me. Then I tell him about my documentary, like, dude, I'm about to blow up real fast. You want to do some music with me before I become, you know, the biggest thing in this world? It could be good for you and, you know, for the career. Plus, you have a great...
Shout out Joe Bart.
Shout out Joe Bart. You have the dedication, experience, skill, and commitment to produce very fine work. And your high standards and attention to detail will make you much sought after. If you've been thinking about turning a hobby into a business, go ahead. And that's it. This is what I do. And Bobby really, he's like, if you just put down the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you mean put down my fucking healing?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Listen here, little boy. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I talk to fucking dead people with these cards. I talk to God. Anyways, going back to it. It's like, yeah, I teach all of this. It's like, you know, I'm like the shiznit. The 8 of Pentacles can indicate that you feel fit, well, mentally and physically. In a relationship, this card shows a steady partnership based on trust, faithfulness, and loyalty. 8 of Pentacles reverse indicates a lack of direction and effort on your part. You might be failing exams or producing shoddy work. Yep, there goes Russ with his shoddy-ass work. You like to be rich and successful, but fail to recognize that you will actually have to do the work to achieve it. If you're bored with your job, get some training or learn a new skill. You do have talents, but you need to develop them. You're also neglecting your health, perhaps drinking too much or eating a poor diet, not getting enough exercise or rest. That was that addiction card. The reverse cards can suggest boredom with a relationship. You must ask yourself if you really want to be with your partner and if you're being fair to them. Ooh, on page 117. It sounds like a you problem, not mine. Let's go back to the 5 of Pentacles and move on. The outcome is restriction. Things have taken a turn for the worse. You might be facing a loss of your job, the repossession of your home. Your business might be failing. Your loan application may have turned down, or you might just easily be seriously short of money. This is the turn of the events. This is as the wheel turns. And, you know, it's like you're right where I was forever. How many jobs did I lose? I kept losing jobs. I kept losing everything. I couldn't hold on to anything. I couldn't create anything new. I had to just keep going through this. The loss. For how long? 2 fucking years? And I was with me, trying my best to surrender. But you must bear some responsibility for your situation. You have been ignoring your debts or living behind your means. You've been feeling lonely in your misery, and so-called friends vanish when you stopped having money to keep them entertained. You do not know where to turn, but there is help out for you, whether a professional advisor, your real friends, or family. So ask. If you have based happiness on material possessions, you might be feeling lost and worthless. This could be a wake-up call that you need to understand that real fulfillment in life comes from love and spiritual connection. Occasionally, the appearance of this card can suggest that you've decided to leave the rat race and live a simpler life in pursuit of the greater personal happiness. The restriction of this card may not be a financial one. You could be feeling down or ill or facing difficulties getting a diagnosis or treatment or struggling to recover from a debilitating condition. Be persistent, ask questions, pressing them, don't neglect your health. Alternatively, you might be feeling lonely, restricted within a relationship. Perhaps you are caring for a handicapped partner or child, and this is wearing you down and causing you worries, and you have chosen a relationship that alienates you from your family, social circle, and are beginning to feel some regrets about it. I see Russ. He's trying so hard to work on his own music career, and she's draining him for hers. And hers is producing nothing. It's costing a lot. Did she have a fucking release party again and another fucking cake? That's funny. She didn't throw you one. She didn't share your work, but she sure wanted to tell how you fucking what was it? Produced that shitty shit. Produced that shoddy work. You're like, it's your best song. Damn. That's an indicator they're only going to get worse. Reverse card signifies a difficult period is coming to an end. You might find employment, better job, means to rescue your business, or solution to another important problem. Progress will be slow, but things will improve. Though you might have to swallow your pride and accept help. Take comfort. Your strength and determination in difficult circumstances has given you a greater understanding on how the world works and just how strong you are. That was me. I really learned how strong I was out there and how the world really works. If you have a long-term illness, blah, 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 the reverse card can show a troubled relationship is ending. Whether you realize it or not, this is a great thing, and it has been damaging you on many levels. On page 111, did you see all those ones? All fucking new beginnings. Again, it's all in the cards and stuff, and that's it. It's like, now it's really going to be hard because I'm on the plus and you're on the negative. I used to be able to walk people through the negative as I was in the negative. But easily, it's, it doesn't mean that I'm fully on the plus. It's not all love and light, bro. I still have to walk through my negative feelings, about positive situations. And that's it, too. It's like the other day, I had everything to be happy about, but I still had negative feelings about this troubling relationship they say is now over. Thank God for that. All right, guys, well, damn. Don't be projecting your shadows. Be heard if you need to be heard. Instill some fear in the situation is what I heard in a couple of it. You need to walk away from your addictive personalities to certain people, places, and things. It doesn't necessarily mean drugs, but perhaps you need to get some help there. I've been to rehab. Many of us have. The ones that didn't make it out. They didn't. If you don't go to rehab, you don't make it. You usually don't. There's no recovery without the fucking, without the recovery system. What else came up in there? Your shadows. Your feelings. They matter. It's this moment, it's like everybody is watching it, they're waiting on the edge of their seat. It's like it's going to work. They couldn't see that it was going to work, but they just kept seeing that God was working in my life. They just couldn't see how this was going to work. Neither could I. But we knew it was going to be. This was what it was going to come down to, was that documentary. I thought I would have to do a lot of work too. You think it's going to be bigger than what it is, but really you just need to get right so you can present your work properly. So you can, It's one thing to say that I'm all these things, but I needed to develop my skills to, to show them that I am what I say the fuck I am and be able to explain it. And that's what I was thinking about you too, Marshall. It's like forever I couldn't tell you what it was. I could only tell you what it felt like. Now I can put it into words and describe it perfectly across the board, whether it be religion, medicine, science, philosophy or down to actual history. I can show you all layers of what I teach that is always taught in time, and I can show you how to master it. It's in those videos of how I mastered it, which is the captivating part. But watching God and the whole story unturn to where you get to this part right now. But if you look at where I am, I'm just at a beginning. I'm at a new beginning. So even though you're going to watch this whole beginning to an end, only to get back right here where I am, starting again with a new beginning. And that's it. It's like, that's why you do this, is because, you know what I mean? There are chapters to your life where the story is always evolving, and there's more to, you know, you keep up with the Kardashians, but nothing's happening with them. They're not doing anything. They're keeping up with fashion and with news and with music, and they're trying to keep up with celebrities. They're not really doing anything. The stars, all of them, they're just keeping up their, you know what I mean? Their pages. They're keeping up their profile is what you're doing. You're not keeping up with life. You're not enjoying life. You're not having life. And that's what I teach you in a lot of this. But in order to have that life is to deal with the life that you've had. You can't have something new unless you've seen what you've been through and take it off. Because that's what's holding you back from going forward. Your fears of what has happened to you is holding you back from what could happen for you. That's it. I have no reason to fear men anymore. The only reason I fear men is because of what has happened. And that's what this was, is you don't have to fear anymore. But we have to deal with what was happened, so you don't have to be feeling like that every time. And that's it too. It's like, you know, I might not be fully ready, but I've been working at this a long time. You know, and you forget what you're working for. You just keep working at it. Forget what it is. What is it? A happily ever after? And then they're like, it's coming. I was like, oh God, I'm scared. Fucking, we didn't do all this work for you to get scared all over again. Alright, I'll work on that. Hey, it's Saturday. They're pushing my limits. Are they pushing your limits? They're pushing our limits. And that's it too. It's the new beginning. It's a new year. It's the solar eclipse. It's all of this. It's the news, you know. You're going to have to destroy something. That's what that said. You're going to have to use your voice and stand up for yourself and break yourself free. Some of you are going to have to do that tonight. It's perfect time for it. The energy's ripe for it. Pick a fight on a Saturday night. Under the eclipse and the new moon. This is perfect. In the witchhood, we say this is a perfect recipe for manifestations. Hey, I love yous. Tomorrow is all love and light. We'll be back in the love and lighters and all of that. Tomorrow I'm really doing laundry. I might not be so lovely about it. No, I really am, first thing in the morning. Hey, I love yous. Enjoy the rest of your night and, you know, fight the good fight. You're not fighting people. You're fighting for your freedom. And you're the only one standing in front of it. It's your fears and your negative perceptions on what you can and can't do and what people are, you know, who is limiting you. God asked me to do a lot of great things that were impossible. But you know, with God, all things are possible. Listen to that calling in your heart and make it possible. He's giving you, you know what I mean, a vision. You have to have the will to do it, and He'll show you which way. Fuck around and find out. Hey, I love you. Laters. Bye.